special program. But guys like you.
I don't want to go back to prison.
Anybody better.
Judge, I really don't want to go back inside, you understand?
I don't pull strings, kid.
My name is that.
Laced over autograph basketball.
You must be Hardcastle?
Castle.
I go back to the can. I'm a dead man.
It's time we ended Mr. Hollins' parole.
Yeah, go get swimming.
Come on, kid. Let's move it.
State of the art. Lay down the law. Don't you let them cross the line. Under the hood, got the bad and the good. Everybody's doing time. Drive. Listen to the floor till the engine screams. Drive. Driving like the team and the drives your dreams.
Foul here. Kenny stuck his foot out and tripped me.
Oh, man. Just fouled you. Come on, Judge. I mean, maybe if you moved a little bit, you wouldn't get hit, you know?
Basket's no good. We take it out. Carton, come on over, guys.
Let's shake these guys up, huh? They're only cops.
We're not going to let them win. We're tied, one basket, and we got it.
Let's get the ball back, right?
Okay, Chief.
I'll stay back in case they try to steal it.
You take the judge, I'll take the lieutenant. Fast break to the basket.
Go on.
Ready? Come on. You fouled me. I got fouled. Foul here.
Two.
Foul here. I got fouled. You fouled me. Bring it ball back.
I never.
You hit me. When I was shooting. No,
I
that's
never.
2 shots.
Lies. I never.
Not lies. I got paw prints on my shirt.
Foul. Game is over. Good guys win. I'll give you a lift home.
You live with this guy?
Yeah, it makes your stomach crawl, don't it?
Gentlemen, one of the hardest things in life to do is to learn to lose gracefully after you've been cheated.
That was a good gorilla steal, Judge. Yeah, I remember you could look out a window once and see kids playing in the street. Maybe a couple of trees. Now you look out, you see traffic signs, parking meters. It's like somebody put the world at a 2-hour limit or something. I bet you're wondering why I called you in on the weekend, okay?
No, Mr. Quinlan. I figure you got your reasons. Look, I almost started working today, and, well, I'm keeping regular hours. You're looking at a real model citizen, sir.
I'm glad to hear that. Of course, I also heard that you're associating with a convicted felon, 2-time loser.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Delgado.
No, Mr. Quinlan, wait a minute. I mean, I ran into the guy at a diner. We started talking. He bought me a cup of coffee. It was hello and goodbye. I swear to you, that's all that went down.
Oh, I'd sure like to believe you, Teddy. Because coming within 50 feet of a weasel like Delgado is like jumping into a meat grinder. I mean, I could violate your parole, send you back to prison.
No, wait a minute. Mr. Quinlan. I don't want to jeopardize my parole.
You have jeopardized your parole. You know something, Ted? I got a special program for guys like you to keep from sending themselves back to the slammer. There's some friends of mine waiting downstairs right now to give you the details. Hey, see you Friday, huh? If I were you, I'd listen very carefully to what they had to say.
I'm just gonna lay it on you once, so listen up. Your ticket for staying out of the joint is $1,000 a week, cash or merchandise. Now, I don't care if you rip off a bank or take it out of little old ladies' purses. Just get it. You got a week for the first nut. Then we collect every Tuesday night.
You guys must be kidding.
Do we look like we're kidding? We're ex-cons. We know how you think. And if you try to run, we'll find you.
Hold it! I ain't got my wallet.
Hey, McCormick.
You know, Hardcastle, I thought you knew winning is not everything.
You're right. Losing is nothing.
Oh.
Hey, what is this? I heard you've been ordering up enough food for 2 people for a week. Now, don't go getting soft on me, will you?
What's soft? I was hitting over 80% outside that key. You saw me.
No one, including you, could stop my jumper. What you were watching, my man, was poetry in motion.
What did I do with that thing?
What are you looking for?
Oh, I noticed some footprints around the tomatoes this morning. I think somebody's been prowling around, casing the place.
Well, it was probably me. I was back there weeding the garden the other day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, here. Fairwood Kennels. The guy's expecting us. I want you to stop there on the way home.
Fairwood Kennels?
Yeah, I want to get a couple of dogs. You know, big Dobermans. Patrol the grounds, keep anybody from coming over the gate.
Well, you don't need a dog for that. You have me.
You're not housebroken.
Judge, you know, now that you mention it, Sarah told me the other day that she was allergic to animals, especially dogs.
Did she?
Yeah, I know. I feel as bad about it as you do. Imagine being deprived, man's best friend. But I tell you what, if you're really interested in beefing up security, which I don't think you need to do, well, just go out and buy another alarm.
Yeah, I like dogs better. They're cheaper in the long run.
Dogs, you gotta walk them, you gotta get them their shots, you gotta give them love and attention. I mean, it's not like keeping an ex-con, you know?
Well, I figured you'd be the one to take care of them.
Oh, me?
Sure. We could name one of them after
We
you.
don't need a dog.
No, the boy dog can be McCormick. We'll get a boy dog and a girl dog.
Judge,
And then you can breed them, see?
we don't need a dog.
And you can sell the puppies.
We don't need a
I
dog.
like dogs better.
Why don't you just worry about your dog shots?
Where are they?
If you find a 20, it's mine.
I can't find my other pair of shoes, Teddy. I don't know. Ted, do you mind?
Hey, they're your shoes.
Give me.
Come on, kid, let's move it.
Where you going out?
Yeah. playing cards with a bunch of judges, no less. They're all pals of Hardcastle.
Judges, huh?
Yeah.
Can I come?
No, you can't come.
Thanks for the jacket.
Listen, you got to get your own address. I mean, if your parole officer ever found out you were staying with your old cellmate, man, he'd fry my butt right along with yours.
I'm working on it.
I know. It's been over a week, Ted. You need some money? I'll lend you some money.
No, I'm okay.
How was work?
Great. Only I had to call in sick.
You called in sick on your first day on the job?
Yeah, so what? It's never been done before?
Teddy!
I was gonna be late anyway. That's not a way to start a new career.
All right, look, here, take this. Do me a favor. Don't be late anymore, all right, Ted? Come on, we can't afford it.
Oh, thanks, Skid. Hey, Skid.
What?
How's this grab you? Pizza wash.
What's a pizza wash?
It's a combination pizza parlor and laundromat. I mean, think about it. What do people do while they're waiting for their fluff and fold? I mean, they look at walls, they look out windows, and they look at Cadillacs. I mean, bored people, and bored people eat. So we sell it by the slice. I mean, think about all that loose change, and we can't miss.
I got a crazy man staying with me.
Oh, yeah?
You're a crazy man.
Well, I ain't the one that's living with no judge.
Hey, now, wait a minute now. It's not too bad, really. Hardcastle's all right. He is. For a donkey, he's all right.
Oh, yeah, what? Now you're gonna defend the guy?
No.
Hey, Skid, it's us against them. And this Hardcastle guy, he's the them, remember?
I remember, Ted. Teddy, no. This is Hardcastle's championship ball. Believe me, we can't play with this one.
Excuse me.
Look at you, smudge Jerry West here bouncing.
Well, I'll notify his next of kin.
Teddy, no. Believe me, everything here, it's worth a fortune.
So who's gonna break
No.
it? Probably got a quack in it anyway.
Hey, sling your hash in gear, kid.
Hardcastle, now, come on, get upstairs. Get upstairs and hide under the bed, all right? Well, I guess we better get going, huh, Judge?
Yeah, we better get going. We're going up to Judge Galt's house on Crescent Drive and play cards. You know what that means? That means you're looking at a happy man. You know why? Do you know how long I've been waiting to sit across a poker table from the Honorable Winslow K. Galt? Since 1972, when he was sitting on the appellate court. And he went and overturned me on appeal. And that was only the first of 6 times he did that to me. Of course, the man's entitled to his opinion, even if he don't have sense enough to spit down and stand in front of a fan.
Well, listen, what do you need me there for?
Oh, I'm staking you. This is going to be a hell of a game.
Well, you're not going to wear that thing, are you, Judge?
Sure I am. Old Henry brings me luck. Now, look, these are important people, see? So I want you to keep a low profile. Don't go making any of your smart aleck remarks, and no hogging the dip, you hear?
All right, no hogging the dip. Hey, this stuff's pretty good.
Would you tell him to stop hogging the dip?
I'm not hogging the dip.
If it wouldn't be a hardship, would you mind showing us what you have?
Trips. 3 little gentlemen, all in a row.
Seems you're very lucky today, Mr. McCormick.
Do you always color coordinate your poker chips?
Kind of gives the table a touch of class, don't you think?
Would you please try to keep the cigar smoke away from the tiger?
Well, to be honest, Your Honor, I don't think he minds.
Listen, Winnie, you got something I could put between 2 pieces of bread.
Oh, wait, here you are. Try the dip. Very filling. Judge has a tendency to overeat when he's losing. It's a form of overcompensation, so to speak.
Me? I come to play cards. Meet new people.
Make new friends.
They teach you some new tricks in prison, Mr. McCormick, did they?
I'll tell you the first trick you learn inside is to play it straight. For instance, take that cigarette case over there. Now, I used to know a guy who had a case just like that. Real nice, shiny. And what he used to do is he used to put it down in front of him, and he'd read the reflection of the cards while he was dealing. Well, he wasn't a judge. Judge?
Listen, you want to go in the kitchen with me? Help me make a sandwich, okay?
I'd like to see him go permanently. I don't know why the heck he brought that guy.
Take it easy in there. You know, we want to keep the gambling nice and friendly.
Gambling? Judge, I've risked more dough feeding parking meters.
Pay attention. You're going to put a lid on the big windy mouth, and you're going to go back in there and be a good little Boy Scout. So wipe the big grin off your face and try to look like you hate winning. and quit building castles out of your chips.
Hey, you guys in or out?
We're coming. We're in. Move it.
This is going to be a tree shaker. This is my hand. The worm always turns. 3, 3, 3, 3.
Who's light on the ante?
4, 4, 4, 4. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. All right, the winners tell lies, the losers say...
All right, everybody, game's over! Money in the sack, wallets, rings, watches, now! Come on, come on, come on, come on! Let's go, let's go! Back up! Come on, come on, come on! Let's go! Okay, heads to the table! You two, let's go! The dip stinks! Wanna be a hero? I'll sell flowers!
Well, let's get him!
God, we could have gotten killed!
Never mind that. Call robbery, call robbery. There he goes, there he goes. Ha ha. Man ruins my full house, steals my gun, he's got a lot to answer for. Come on, come on, come on. Move it, move it. Move it! I am moving it! We're gaining on him. What bothers me is that some yo-yo is walking around out there right now with my shield. On top of which he cost me the best hand I had all day.
No, I don't believe you. We almost totaled the coyote. We both could have been killed, and all you're worried about is a piece of tinfoil and a lousy hand of cards. What did you have?
Both. 9's over 3.
Well, you saved yourself some money. You would have lost.
Why?
I saw Winnie's hand. He had queens over 4s.
Hold it. You mean you cheated?
Well, a little. I couldn't help it, you know.
Listen, did you happen to cheat a little back there? I mean, just now. You know, you came down the driveway faster than you were chasing that guy. Is your foot getting a little light there on the gas, huh?
It's funny, Judge, but, you know, I had the impression that I might have seen that guy once before. Now, I'm not saying I'm positive or that I know him.
You're trying to tell me something.
What, me? No. It's just, you know, the city's full of guys with ski masks. After a while, you tend to get them confused.
Yeah, but there was something about this particular guy that kind of made him stand out.
Did I say that?
Yes.
No, what I said was that there was a chance that I might have bumped into him once before.
You mean you know him?
There you go again, thinking the worst. Here I'm trying to be helpful, provide you with some useful information about how he was wearing a piece of my clothing.
What piece of clothing?
Well, actually, it was a watch.
Your watch?
Yeah, I lent it to a friend of mine.
What friend?
Well, they got out a couple of weeks ago.
Got out of what?
Judge, let's try and maintain a proper perspective on this. I mean, after all, what was taken? A little pin money, some plastic, your badge. It'll all turn up in a mailbox somewhere.
Got out of what?
Prison. And he was staying with me in the gatehouse, and his name is Teddy Hollins.
He was what?
I know, on reflection, it sounds like a bad move.
Dumb move, McCormick. Dumb move.
Very dumb.
And you told him about that game, didn't you?
Well, no, not exactly. I didn't, no.
Then what idiot did?
I'm talking to him. He was under the bed, Judge. Judge, look at it from the bright side. At least he didn't take the Rubens.
Judge! It's horrible! They took the Rubens! They took everything. Everything.
Well, my autographed basketball. They stole my autographed basketball!
Oh, but they even took the crystal duck.
Oh, man, I never thought Teddy would do something like this. Judge, I don't know what to say. I feel like such a dummy.
You're suffering from a psychological condition. Total brain fade, that's what. Now, why? Why would he do this to me? I don't even know him.
Well, it might have been because I called you a donkey.
You did?
Yeah.
Well, I thought we were getting along real good here.
Well, we are, but Judge, I can't tell one con that the judge who sent me up is a good friend of mine.
Why not?
Well, because.
Because. I like your logic, McCormick. Sarah, you make a list of everything missing, then you call the police and tell them I'll fill a report out later.
Right, Your Honor. I'd choose my friends a little more carefully, young man.
Well, I didn't exactly choose him, Sarah. I mean, I woke up in a jail cell one morning and he was sleeping in the next bunk. What do you want from me? Well, she's right. She's right, Judge. I feel so bad. If there's any way I can make this up to you, I will.
Oh, I'll think of something.
Yeah.
Has your buddy got a parole officer?
Yeah, his name is Quinlan.
Well, maybe he can give us a lead on him. Because I sure as hell don't think he's coming back here.
No, I don't either. I mean, there's nothing left to steal, right?
You look like an accessory.
What? I only...
That's how it reads on paper. Look, you put Hollins up. You tell him we're playing cards. He's using your watch. Now, any assistant DA fresh out of law school is going to have you for breakfast.
Judge, would it help to say I'm innocent in this?
That's what they all say.
I am.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you, Judge. We don't get law and order types here very often. You know, I'm a great fan of the Vargas Barrows decision. It's a nice piece of work. Put half a dozen of my clowns back in a can. You get them on one end, I get them on the other.
Well, as long as we don't get caught in the middle, huh? We're trying to find this parolee of yours, Teddy Hollins.
Hollins? Well, I'm not surprised. Guys like him never learn. Out on Monday, Tuesday, they got their hands jammed in a collection plate.
Well, at least he's going to church.
That's Mark McCormick.
Yeah, I remember him. He's a wise guy that got in the habit of taking other people's cars.
I need this, Judge.
So what did Teddy boy do?
We'd just like to talk to him.
It's a possible 211. He might be showing his bad manners again.
Well, I knew I'd have a problem with him. He missed his last appointment.
Well, he didn't have a watch.
Got an address on him?
Yeah.
Look at this, Judge. It's a crystal duck.
It's a goose.
It's a crystal duck.
You collecting ducks?
Yeah, 32D South Lincoln.
Could I talk to you outside for a minute, Judge? Excuse us for a minute.
What?
That duck in there is the same one that was on the mantle in your gatehouse.
Oh, come on. We're not talking to Mona Lisa here. There's hundreds of those things laying around.
Teddy steals a crystal duck, and his parole officer just happens to have an identical one lying on his desk? Come on, Judge. That's not a coincidence. There's something going down here.
You know what I wish was lying on his desk? My basketball. Now, come on, kid. You're reaching. You can do better than that.
We may have trouble. Some judge is asking a lot of questions about Hollins. I don't like it. Find Hollins fast and get him down to the hangar.
Look, I spent 2 years in a cell with Teddy Hollins. I know the kid. You gotta understand him.
I don't want to understand him. I want to find him.
He's a dreamer. He's always coming up with one wacko scheme after another to make $1 million. Once in the joint, he came up with this idea. He started a company to print up posters. Con of the month. He even sold shares. Half the inmates were stockholders. Now, you and me, we see 9 to 5 and a time clock. But Teddy, man, he sees his name on a building.
Sure, he's a flake, Judge, but he's a buddy. And he wouldn't rip off a friend unless he had a damn good reason.
I'll see you soon. These guys can think 100 ways to jam your calendar.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, my secretary gave me that. I collect them.
Okay, 32D South Lincoln. Appreciate it. Maybe we'll get lucky.
I'll call you if we pick them up.
Now, what secretary in her right mind would give a guy like Quinlan an expensive piece of crystal like that?
Maybe she liked working for him. You're shaking the wrong tree.
Well, now what do we do?
We find out if this address he gave us is right.
That's a dead end, Judge. I'm telling you, he moved out a week ago. He was thrown out.
Well, the room is around the back, and he's paid up to the end of the month.
Well, he wouldn't have lied to me, Judge, unless he was in trouble.
Oh, no, not a guy like Teddy.
I don't understand this.
Hey, you friends of Teddy Hollins?
Judge, he hit the tire. It's flat. Drop it. Judge.
Yes!
We heard gunfire.
Get out on all points on a yellow sedan. 527 Young Edward Paul.
Judge, just came over the wire. There's a warrant out to arrest McCormick here on a 211.
What? Who issued the warrant?
Judge Galt.
Galt?
I've got to take him in, Judge.
Judge.
All right, let's go. Get your hands.
Hey, Judge, I really don't want to go back inside, you understand?
I'll get it cleared up.
Good, let's...
If I can.
What do you mean if you can? Judge, you gotta do this. This is serious now. Come on. Judge, listen, I mean, I'm out on a pass. I go back inside. I'm back in for a long time. Can't you pull some strings?
I don't pull strings, kid.
You don't...
Don't worry.
What?
I'll do everything I can. I'll get you out.
Judge! Judge!
Don't worry. Oh, looks real good.
Let me try to guess why you're here, Milt. Skid mark McCormick?
Right. Now listen, Wayne. One old war horse to the other. Why don't you just let the kid go in my custody, huh?
He was already in your custody.
Yeah, but he didn't have anything to do with robbing that game.
I had the crime lab here this morning, dusting the place. They came up with a set of latents off the door, and the computer popped up with a name, a parolee. Teddy Hollins.
You know, computers, they get their wires crossed, spit out all kind of stuff.
I got the whole package. Named associates, prison records, everything. And you know what name came up? Your boy McCormick. Yesterday's big winner, who just happens to be the former cellmate of this Hollins. I figured they set up the whole thing together. McCormick bird-dogged the game, his pal shows, and we get cleaned. I'd say your friend is in a lot of trouble, Milt.
Well, you don't have to tell me how bad it looks. But I'm telling you that he didn't have anything to do with it. Hollins saw a way to score, and then he left the kid dancing solo.
You're getting soft, Milt. All right. If you're so sure McCormick didn't do this, I'll tell you what I'll do. The arraignment's the day after tomorrow. You show me I was wrong about McCormick before then, he walks. After that, I'll throw the book at him.
crystal duck you guys gave me came from the Hardcastle heist. What are you trying to do, bring the cops down on me?
You collect those things. I just brought it over.
The cops pick up Hollins, we all go down.
I don't think a guy like you would do real good in the joint, Mr. Quinlan.
Nobody's going to the joint.
You don't happen to know a parole officer named Quinlan? Hey, fella, do you happen to know a parole officer named Quinlan? Guy.
You buying or selling, brother?
Neither. I'm trying to find someone in here who might know a PO named Quinlan.
See that guy over there?
Him?
That's Waldo. Now, Waldo, he don't like to be disturbed, you know what I mean? But he knows Quinlan.
That's all right. I'm good with people. Thanks.
Hi. My name's Mark McCormick.
You know, I think we've met. In fact, I'm sure of it. Maybe not. Listen, I was told that you might be able to help me out. Now, a friend of mine's in a little bit of trouble. Which is to say, which one of us in here isn't in a little bit of trouble? I know Waldo, right? Can I call you Waldo? Waldo. I was told that you know a PO, a parole officer named Quinlan.
You okay?
That guy could have killed me, you idiot!
You said you wanted someone who knew Quinlan. If you wanted to talk about Quinlan, that's another story. You should have asked me. I'm back in here because I wouldn't steal TV sets for that bum Quinlan. Yeah.
I already did everything. There's no way I can get that warrant rescinded.
Your Honor, the boy wouldn't steal from you.
Oh, I know that.
It's the gatehouse again, Your Honor.
There's not much left to steal.
I don't believe in violence.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
You must be Hardcase?
Castle.
For a second there, I thought you were a burglar.
Oh, that's cute.
You know, I knew this was going to happen. I said to myself, Teddy, you go back to that gatehouse, your life's going to change. That thing loaded?
I hope we don't have to find out. What did you come back for?
I don't know. I figured I owed Skid an explanation. But it's a pleasure meeting you, Judge. Skid's told me so much about you, about how you've inspired him.
Did he?
Yes, and just looking at you, I know what he means.
That's nice. Now, you want to tell me why he's in the county cooker paying your tab?
What? No, look, Judge, I didn't mean for that to happen. I mean, Skid's my friend.
You got a funny way of showing it.
Yeah, well, sometimes you gotta do what you don't want to. But I'll do whatever I have to get him out, okay? I mean, I'll cop to ripping off the card game, cleaning out this place. You want a confession? I'll sign it in triplicate.
Now, McCormick is chewing on some kind of bone, and maybe Quinlan has got something to do with this.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Well, he says you wouldn't rip off a friend unless you had good reason. You want to tell me the reason?
I'm a thief, Judge. I see a way to score, I take it. So let's stop playing 20 questions.
Okay. I'm going to take you to Judge Galt, and you're going to take a lie detector test, and you're going to spring McCormick out of the can for me, and then you're going to tell me what you did with my basketball.
A lie detector test? Judge, what, are you kidding me? That stuff only works in the movies. Anyway, I'm never going to pass. Doctors, they say I'm pathological.
We'll see.
Did the kid deliver or did the kid deliver? You see, Judge, I knew that lie detector test would get him out.
I knew you'd get me out. I just didn't think you'd get me in.
Come on, ancient history. Look, put that behind you. We're going to go down to Australia. We're going to import used microwaves. I hear they're very big down there.
You want to tell me about Quinlan?
Oh, Judge, I'm working on getting your basketball back. I got to call into the guy that's got it.
Teddy, will you grow up? This isn't a pizza wash franchise we're talking about here. We're talking about your life. You go back inside, you're a 3-time loser, man.
Hey, he's right. All we got is a lot of circumstantial evidence. This isn't going to be worth a damn in court, so we got to have you testify.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll just dance into court. I'll tell him what a hairball Quinlan is. What kind of guarantee is that, huh? I'm an ex-con. He's a P.O.
If we catch him dirty, they're going to believe you.
You and me and the judge. Yeah, we can do it.
Judge, you excuse us for a minute. Hey, look, Skip. I want to get this Quinlan more than anybody. But this guy Hardcastle, can he do it? Because if he goes after Quinlan and it don't stick, you're burning me. I go back to the can, I'm a dead man. Quinlan's got the connection to concede to that.
Let me tell you something, Teddy. I trust that man. Now, that Lone Ranger over there says that he's going to get Quinlan. That isn't a place bet. You put your money down to win.
I hope you know what you're talking about. Judge, you know what you're doing?
First thing we're going to do is get Quinlan to make a dumb move, which is going to be easy because he's very nervous with you running around.
He's got a remedy for that. It comes out of a 38. It's called debt.
Hey, Teddy, you had me worried. I figured the cops had picked you up.
You got to get me out of here. This guy Hardcastle, he's got to have the cops in the city looking for me.
Yeah, that was pretty stupid, you ripping him off like that.
Hey, your friends were the ones that were climbing all over me. You got me into this. You're going to get me out.
And what is that supposed to mean?
What it means is $25,000 cash, all right? If I don't get it, I'm going to the papers, then the DA. I yell hard enough, somebody's going to pay attention.
I don't like threats, Teddy. If you need the money, I'll get it for you. It'd be better for both of us if you go away for a while, but you can't come here. There's an old building I sometimes use, Hangar B, near the south end of the airport.
Yeah, I'll find it.
I'll see you there in 2 hours. I'll bring the money. I think it's time we ended Mr. Hollins's parole permanently.
Anybody want to buy some used radios? It's really creepy in here, fellas. All right, now listen. You guys with the badges, you're gonna take care of the bad guys, right? Me, I'm just a spectator. Hey, Judge, you ever think of investing in a pizza wash? I could see it now. The Hardcastle Supreme. Thick, crisp crust. Smothering in the finest imported mozzarella cheese and tomato sauce with 7 toppings. I mean, count them, 7 mouth-watering ingredients.
It's giving me heartburn.
We got company. Bring the money?
You've become a complication, Teddy. See, I can't have you running around making threats. Bad for morale. We're all going for a little drive.
Oh, wait a minute, wait. These guys don't need their guns. Mr. Quinlan, look, forget about the money. It was a bad idea anyway.
Let's go.
All units move in.
let me walk out of here. I'll be... Mr. Quinlan, we can work this out.
It's too late, Jerry.
He's wide.
Close it up!
Yeah, go get Quinlan!
November 8-9er Bravo. You're cleared for takeoff.
8-9er Bravo rolling.
November 8-9er Bravo. We've got a vehicle on the runway. Abort. Repeat, abort.
You're getting me out of here.
Gotta soak that in some ice water. It was quite a shot, Judge. Oh, you ain't say nothing yet. Hey, your buddy's due back from his job interview. I'm gonna get a little nervous if he's late.
Not to mention the fact that you let him borrow your car. You know, you're gonna ruin your reputation. You keep on being such a nice guy.
I was always a nice guy, McCormick. It's just a little hard for you to appreciate that when you're behind bars. What kind of a job is he up for?
International liaison for a Texas oil firm. You get your own jet, your own apartment in Monaco, and $250,000 in expense accounts. It's either that or the busboy job down at Jack's.
I'd say Teddy needs a couple of lessons in reality perception. I mean, you got to start at the bottom if you're going to go to the top. You know all about that, don't you?
Yeah, don't remind me.
Time. How'd it go?
Fantastic. Except the guy, he kept asking me, did I mind if my secretary didn't speak fluent French? No, I told him if she didn't, the deal was off.
How'd the interview with Jack go?
Oh, I start the dinner shift Friday night. Hey, Judge, I got something for you.
Hey, Teddy! Thanks. Oh, no, this means a lot to me. See, I got this the year that the Lakers won the champion.
What's the matter?
It's Wilt Chamberlain, Teddy. Richard Chamberlain played Dr. Kildare.
Oh.
Nice try, Ted.